Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. So, we got a couple things to get through here. Greg, why don't we go through the spells that you might want to learn? You've got, what I say, 11 days?
So, some of my time is going to be done doing different things. I still have a thing I want to do with the eyeball, and I want to go search on the coast for a day, looking for like clams. I want to hunt for clams. I want to requisition a fishing net and like set up the fishing net and like get clams and see if I can find a couple pearls worth 100 GP or more.
Okay. How many days do you want to spend on this task?
How many days do we have? 14?
You got 12. 11 days? 11 days. Yeah. 12 days. 12 days. I can do math. It's 12.
Let's say I have 12 days. Let's say I spend 3 days fishing and 1 day with the eyeball.
Okay. Actually, why don't you roll me 3d20 for your fishing check? Because this is a pure luck thing, whether or not the unproficient Yaromir fisherman can find some... Hey, that's actually almost exactly what I rolled. Wow. Unfortunately, the things that you end up pulling up with your net are not clams with nice big pearls in them.
Okay.
That's definitely a skill-based thing.
Sure.
Yeah. And then a day with the eyeball, which we can go over a little bit later. I just want to go through your spells right now. If you don't mind.
We won't learn anything. All right, sounds good.
That leaves you with 10 days? 8 days of spells?
With 8, because I'm keeping a day for the eyeball.
Right.
So let's start rolling randomly. It is 1d44, so... I don't have anything prepared to look at. So 32 we've already tried.
Would you like to try it again?
No, 30 is...
Also already tried.
32 we already tried. 36.
You've already tried.
All right, good job, random dice.
Did he do all those this level, though?
17.
You already know.
I already know. 20. I already know. Already tried that at level 1 and 2. I already tried that level 1 and 2. So let's try that one again.
You're gonna try 20?
20.
All right, give me a check.
Alrighty. That is a pass.
It is well beyond your level of understanding.
Okay. So we tried that at level 3. I don't know if we can make that orange or not.
I will absolutely do that.
Okay. The next one, 21.
Wait, that was number 20 that you just tried?
Yeah, I just tried 20. 21, I already tried at this level, so I can't try that again. 26. That one we've not tried.
Okay,
so...
that's the one on your back.
Yeah, it is the one on my back.
Okay, the big tree.
That's a 31 was also a pass.
26. Yes, you do gain a spell.
Woo! Are we allowed to know what it is, or is it?
Yaromir can tell you whenever he wants.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So that's 3 attempts? 2 attempts?
That's 2 attempts.
Okay. Number 40 is already learned.
Oh.
Number 14, already learned.
Do you just know a lot of spells, or are you like just getting strange rolls?
I tried 18 at level 1 and 2, so let's try this again. The number 18.
18. Okay, give me a chance to learn.
That is a pass.
Unfortunately, that spell is also well beyond your ability.
Okay. So we tried that one.
It's 3 out of 8.
Spell number 65 is not a spell.
Yeah,
No?
it's the D100.
Spell number 18 we've already done,
Just
right?
did it.
Mm-hmm.
Just did it.
Yeah, I already rolled it.
Yep.
Do you want to start just picking off the list instead of this
Spell
random
number
rolling?
42.
It seems
Spell number 42.
inefficient. All right, the skull over your heart.
Well, that sounds like a good one.
That's a metal spell.
That is exactly a pass. That is 85. That is my number.
Unfortunately, that is beyond your level.
Okay.
That's the death spell.
Animate dead,
Let's-
maybe.
4 tries.
Could be power word kill.
Yeah. That'd be high level though.
Number 36. We
Already tried.
have not tried at this level. Let's try it again.
Okay. Roll to learn.
84 is a pass.
Again, that is beyond your level.
Okay, cool. 2 more.
Neal, if he finds a spell book, can you learn spells from it or not?
We'll have to find out when we get there.
Let's try 12 again.
12. Okay. Roll to check.
That's a pass.
Again, 12 is outside of your wheelhouse.
Okay. And last one. Number 20. We've already tried it level.
Yep.
Number 10. Let's try that again.
And last but not least is...
It's a pass.
That's a pass?
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's a not pass. Unfortunately, it's
Okay.
also beyond. Okay. Bunch of spells tried. I think you only learned one new one.
Only one new one.
Okay.
So how are we doing with the party's requisition stuff? How logistically how can we do that?
I can give you everything I'm requisitioning. I need
Same.
4 new arrows, 3 new headless arrows.
Don't know if you need to keep track of arrows, right?
I need a leather jacket,
do,
leather
like-
boots, and mail armor, and I'm depositing hide armor.
So what did you you wanted a headless arrows?
3 headless arrows. Did I say
I only have arrows. You can have broadhead arrows or you can have crossbow quarrels.
Yeah, but they also have like headless arrows that are just in the
Just shafts is what
Yeah,
he
like
wants.
I need
Arrow
shafts. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
we didn't requisition any shafts, so you gotta negotiate your shaft with Neal.
I assume that they have shafts in supply. Like we've got plenty of shafts in this fort, right?
There's there's
Yeah,
loads.
that's fine. That's fine.
So
So
we gonna
other
re-
than that, I need mail armor, leather jacket, leather boots, and then I have my scarf already. I'm
How
depositing
many
hide armor.
how many arrows do you need?
7 in total. 3 of them are.
All right, they'll just take what you have and just give you 7 arrows back.
Okay.
Let's just make this easy for us.
Okay.
So how do I get stuff? Do I requisition from Greg?
I can just
requisition from-
modify the sheet so we can keep track of what's been requisitioned out of what we ordered.
Okay.
I can-
So I'm gonna swap a gambeson for a chain shirt.
Oh, everyone's going for fucking chain. All right, I should have ordered more chain. All right, so yep.
We're fine. Okay,
still
so
have an extra one.
I'm taking a chain shirt. There are the limbs still, and then I'm gonna take some hide limbs and deposit leather limbs.
I bought full sets, so
Yeah. So you can add these partials if you want. I don't know that we'll
yeah,
ever
I guess
need
I gotta
these.
add some partials.
I will deposit 22 feet of thick rope and take some silk rope.
How much do you want to take? Because I'm trying to write down everything that I think we all need to take.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of
Let's
stuff,
see.
so
Silk rope is beautiful. Oh, that's nice.
What's your
there's
total
175 feet enough. But we think we'll need some of the thick rope as well.
So I'm taking 50 feet of the silk rope. I think we should take the thick rope to plot for like roots. Silk rope is light and expensive, so we'll use that for like personal use. But I think we should like drag some thick rope to the Yeti cave at some point and make a permanent.
Yeah.
We'll use it to like ferry the heavy gear in and out of the cave.
But how much
etc.
does 500 foot of thick rope cost? Weigh?
A ton. It's 24 pounds per 50 feet.
Okay,
It's 240 pounds slightly. We can't carry all that.
so Grimes, you're taking 50 feet of silk rope.
Yeah, adding 22 feet of
taking-
thick rope if you'd like
You're
it.
taking 1 chain shirt.
Yeah. so
You're
there's-
taking 1 set of hide limbs.
Correct. And you can
Okay.
add a padded gambeson and leather limbs if you'd like it.
Okay, plus Gambison. plus leather limbs.
And I'm gonna take some quarrels. Looks like 1.
Okay, how many quarrels are you
2,
taking?
3, 4.
I have 100
5.
crossbow quarrels available.
I'm taking 5. Neal, if I've got heads, can I get the shafts in the fort? Is that a thing
that's
that
fine.
we're fletching? How's this work? Is
You can
Ferris
just
not a fletcher?
I am a Fletcher.
Okay, so you can and if I've got the heads, you can make me the shaft.
Yeah, and you guys have enough time here that you can just restock on infinite shafts.
And I
as
believe
needed.
feathers are just like an infinite resource by our supply count.
Yeah, we're not going to worry about feathers.
Okay. So just 5 quarrels. That I'm
Yeah,
taking.
so
Five
we've got 2 weeks. I've got
Light crossbow quarrels.
So everyone needs to take a climbing harness as well.
Yeah, I've already got one, but yeah.
Okay, so that is what Grimes does. Ferris, well, you are taking 1 set of chainmail.
Yes, 1 full set of mail, a leather jacket, and leather boots. I'm depositing hide armor, so we have another hide armor.
1 leather jacket. 1 leather boots.
Yeah, and you wanted me to take a climbing harness? How much does that weigh?
Only 1 pound apparently.
Oh, cool.
Is it a full set of hide armor you're depositing?
Yes, full set.
Okay.
Alright, so we got another harness.
And you're taking a climbing harness.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to be lightly encumbered while we travel, but
William, are you taking anything?
Yes. All right.
Okay,
So
what are
the
you taking, William?
fair tent, and I'm depositing the large tent. Neil, what's the difference between the two?
Our tent is warmer, I think.
In terms of weight,
No, just in terms of mechanically, because the tent seems to work quite well. What will the fair tent actually get us?
It does warm us faster at a
fur
better
tent
rate.
gives you 2 warmth instead of the cloth tent of 1 warmth. So that means
It's 1 category, right? Oh yeah, same deal. Same deal.
Yeah, same deal.
Yeah.
So that means with the fur tent and a fire, you can negate up to 5 points of warmth. So fur tent and fire, you can regain warmth points even in a blizzard.
Okay. How much does it weigh relative to the large tent? Large
I
tent
think
was
it's like
50.
double the weight, basically.
We said it was the same weight as a pavilion tent.
Okay. That sounds
less.
So
actually
look up
more
a
accurate.
pavilion tent in the rules, and that's the weight.
Yeah,
Well, how
that
much is
sounds.
that?
Let's
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah. Okay. So I need a climbing harness. That weighs 1, right?
Apparently, yeah.
Pavilion tent weighs 50 pounds, 50. That makes sense. Yeah, it's a big ass fur tent. It's huge and it's heavy and it's fur. Yeah, makes sense.
That's going to add another 17 pounds onto my weight. Should we take it?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
right.
100% we are taking the fur tent.
All right. All right. We need to work out how sleds work, you know, because this is going to get heavy.
Hey, all you
right.
gotta do is hire a.
All we have to do is invent sleds.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is bring over a whatchamacallem with you.
Carpenter.
A carpenter.
No,
yeah.
that's not all we have to do. We have to hire a carpenter. We have to build another room for him. We have to then
All right, so it's like.
ask him to invent them, and then a month later he might have something
Hey,
for us.
So
you'll never get there if you don't do it. If you don't start that process. Jimmy,
No, I mean, obviously the process is starting. It's just
isn't
ridiculous.
there a carpenter in the fort or no?
he died.
Not a real one.
He died.
Yeah, Sergeant
fake.
Joseph. He died, or
Oh,
he's
he's not-
missing.
He's missing. Okay, so that is
Right.
the okay.
Do I need a climbing pick or not?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't actually. I don't think mechanically it does anything.
All right. I'll take a compass though.
Maybe it does. I mean, maybe it's required.
Because that's
from it.
going to really help you.
The compass.
It's not going to help you. You don't have a skill with it. I have
But you-
direction sense.
Oh, okay. All right, I won't take it then.
What do you mean a compass won't help us? I want a compass.
It'll help me.
Oh.
It won't
Yeah.
really do anything for you.
I don't
Cooking
think-
pot,
I
fishing
feel like
nets.
Cooking
We need
pot
them,
would be
right?
Nice.
Yeah,
can make
can you
stew
carry
with a
that?
cooking pot.
Paris.
I can carry 15 more pounds before I hit moderate, so maybe.
I mean, you are the chef, right?
Yeah.
How much does cooking
does
pot
it weigh?
Can't be that much, right?
Can't be more than
Like
a couple
5,
pounds.
a few pounds, yeah.
I'll look it up right now. It's probably.
All right. Fishing net. Do you think we need that? Probably not, right?
Nah. Maybe we can leave it at the fort.
I'll take a horn, and then somebody else should get one. There's 2. So.
Whistles. Take whistles. Leave a horn at the fort.
Oh, okay. Whistles.
All right.
You can take a horn. Like the party should have 1 horn, right?
Okay.
But like everyone else take whistles.
Whistles, I
There's like
assume,
a
have no
flute.
weight. Horns, probably 1. I'll refresh my lamp oil, so I take 6 pints of lamp oil.
Yes, they will allow you to requisition that much lamp oil.
I have it.
He bought
You
like
guys have your
100.
own lamp oil
Yep.
that you bought? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, 100
I'm
pints.
fucking prepared, Neil.
All right.
He's got enough lamp oil to blow up the Scepter Baylor.
No, seriously, this is why I'm confused. Is I bought enough supplies to like supply the damn fort. Like, if they were at all intelligent, they would have been armed to the teeth and just murdered these kobolds.
And I'll take another javelin.
Is it just an iron pot? That's all I can find, an iron pot.
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually. I think it's brass.
You're taking
or
a
something
cooking pot?
stupid because this
Yeah.
is
How much? Is it just 2 pounds? Because that's what it says.
Use Neal's economics. He's got all the gear in there.
So
Oh,
a
okay.
pot that can hold a gallon weighs 15 pounds. Is that what
Like
you bought?
seriously,
A
I
small pot?
took all of this straight from Neal's economics page and from the Frozen Frontier like notes that we did on weather.
Right. So
15 pounds
Was
is
this
a little
a
bit
small or a large pot that you bought?
Let's find it.
I think it was
I
probably
have bought a small cooking pot times 2.
All right. They weigh
Put it away.
15 pounds each.
Not happening.
Can't carry it.
Nope.
Should we take, like, mechanically, is it going to benefit us?
We'd have a wider range of diet.
Mechanically, you can get by without the cooking pot.
Alright then.
Did
I
we
guess.
did we get rations? Did we requisition rations?
I think I did not.
The fort has rations that they're happy to share with you.
I think I would recommend that we carry like fruit and vegetable rations or something if that's possible. Like carry
Dried
potatoes
fruits and
and
stuff.
dried fruits.
Sorry, last I take a
citrus.
shovel. I take a shovel as well.
Ian William
combat
takes a
shovel?
shovel.
Ooh, maybe a grappling hook would be nice.
Yeah, you should take that.
Yeah, I'll grab a grappling hook.
Grimes takes a
How
grappling hook.
much does that weigh? I think I'm going to be encumbered while I'm backpacking, which is fine.
Do we have any signet rings?
Why would I requisition a signet ring?
I don't know. I just saw it in
Weighs
here.
4 pounds.
I just saw the fact that it was included in this list.
Please enlighten me on the like efficacy of a signet ring on survival.
I don't know.
So,
Show off your status.
Bow to me, Blizzard! I am a noble!
Or the gnolls.
oh, pittons. Should I carry those, or does the party want to?
I think you should carry them, right?
All right, I'll replenish my 10 pittons.
10 pitons.
But I
Alright.
think if next time we plan to go to the Yeti cave, I think we should bring. Well, actually, 10 is probably fine. But we can set up a better route. With
Did you buy
things.
manacles? That could actually be useful if
There's-
we plan to deal with the gnolls more.
So carrying the new tent, I'm baseline encumbered. Without any
I actually got rid of manacles to buy you extra armor, Sean.
Hmm?
I used to have manacles, but then
Oh,
I got
we
rid of
took them
them
out?
to buy your extra armor.
So,
Alright.
Neal, does the fort go out and scout at all, or are they?
Yes, they do. I
would
think
let-
I messed up my numbers. Sorry, I think I messed up my numbers on the number of soldiers living. I was only counting spears and not bows. There's an additional 4 people alive.
Okay.
So there's
there's,
like
40.
there's 12 soldiers, not 8 soldiers left.
Out of 20.
Out of, I think there were 24 soldiers, not including the NCOs, and now
Yeah.
there's 12. Yeah.
Lost half our number still. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm baseline encumbered. This tent's real heavy.
What do you mean baseline encumbered?
I'm lightly encumbered, so it's
Like,
not.
I'm not carrying any rations, I'm not carrying any firewood.
Okay.
How much more can you carry and still be lightly encumbered?
20 pounds.
Also, is this assuming it's on the sled and half weight?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 25 pounds even on the sled, so it's pretty heavy. Oh, I guess I can leave Sanko's axe here now.
I mean, if we bump into Musa, that'll be
Yeah,
a good
you're right.
bargaining chip.
I'll
But
keep hold of it then.
chances
I
are
think
we'll
at
bump
this
it.
point we're murdering Musa. Like, what's the point?
He could help us kill the kobolds.
He was meant to be doing that, wasn't he?
No, we never met him.
Oh, yeah.
didn't spend the
That
time
was the
to do
plan there.
That's why we want to ally with him.
So Neal, I would like to tag along with most of the scouting expeditions of the fort during this downtime week.
Okay.
And scout, look for signs of kobolds. I guess that's about it.
Okay.
Where are
Yes,
they?
you guys do find signs of kobolds. There's a pair of kobold tracks that head northeast when you're a little bit south from the fort. So it's like heading towards the coastline a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You are out with, I think it's Mallory's hunting party, scouting party, while Elizabeth stays and watches the fort. They follow the trail to the coastline where the prints go down off the hill, off the cliff onto the beach. And then you can follow the prints through the sand. They kind of appear and disappear. They crawl back up a cliff a little bit later, and then end at one of these kobold burrows that is badly damaged. Like, you can see the snow's been ripped up. It's been hacked to with shovels, and there's some burn marks nearby. Mallory tells you that this is one of the previous kobold burrows that they have found and tried to enter and destroy, and then just ended up like melting snow water and running it down in the fort until they just got bored of melting water and trying to fill up the fort with water, and moved on. So the kobold tracks end crawling into one of the holes here.
I assume we'll head back. We're probably not going to go kobold hunting. Yeah. So it's not just the kobolds ambushing you. Blows have been exchanged back and forth.
I have now.
Slimy little dogs. Don't know what's good for them.
Well, if we can kill them all, we'll be better off for it. Comes the consensus of the people you're traveling with.
Yes, indeed. Oh, did we requisition throwing knives?
Yes, I did. We have 10 of them.
10?
Yep.
How much do those little suckers weigh?
I think they're a pound each. They're pretty light, aren't they?
They're lighter than that, I think.
Oh, wow.
Dagger, throwing, half a pound each.
Wow.
I'll take all 10.
Do you know how we can save some weight? Right.
How's that?
You could put some stuff on the sled, and I could give you some
Yeah.
of my stuff that I carry off the sled. Or I guess so, yeah.
Wouldn't that just be transferring the weight around?
Yeah.
What we could do, though, is if we... Because right now you're the only one pulling it, right?
Yeah.
But we could set it up so that there's a rope on either corner, and there's 2 people pulling the sled at a time. And then we could put more stuff on the sled.
It's just, yeah, it's harder to keep track of in that way, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, like, we could assume our backpacks go on it, and anything that goes in our backpacks goes on the sleds.
How do you want to do that, Neal? Like, if there's 2 of us pulling the sled,
then you can pull your combined, just add the maximum amount of weight
double
that you
our
carry.
normal.
so can each of us has to hold a quarter of the weight of the item on our sheet.
I think you should separately record what is on the sled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of reaching the capacity of this sled's usefulness. It seems like you've loaded it up and now you're like needing multiple people to pull it. You really need some advancement in sled technology if you're going to continue pulling larger quantities of supplies.
Right now, it's just got the tent on it.
Tent's only like 50 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you should be able to move with that and still be cool.
Yeah, I
but we
can,
also
but
need
I'm...
to carry rations and shit.
Yeah. Rations and firewood.
Mm-hmm.
I just mean, like, how do you want to account for the fact that there's, like, 2 people pulling it? Because as of right now, I've just been halving the weight of anything on the sled.
Right, so I guess in this situation you would...
Could we just quarter it?
That's not a great way of doing it.
Just record what's on the sled, and if you need help pulling the sled,
yeah, figure out how much weight's on the sled, and you can pull, then you can pull up to how much you're encumbered. If Ryan joins in, then you can pull, an extra however much.
Okay. Right, I see. All right, well, right now I'm all right. Okay.
Okay. How many rations did you get from the fort? So I can subtract from their supplies.
We don't know where we're going yet.
Yeah. Aren't we waiting for the next supply ship to come in?
Right,
Let's
okay,
wait
so the next supply ship does come around. Unless there's anything else you guys would like to do.
Do we want to
do
go
a thing with the eye eventually?
Do we want to go kobold hunting before?
No, we can't. I don't want to because their impact's like 40 and 50. Even like we're pretty badass, but we're not that badass. I remember trying to fight 600 goblins. It didn't go well.
If you bring it up, I'll say
I mean, we do get. I come back with Mallory and say that we tracked a couple of kobolds to a burrow east of the fort.
I've spoken with Captain Hughes, and she says that we should focus on our mission and leave her to defeat the kobolds. So that's what we're gonna do.
I didn't realize Captain Hughes gave you orders.
She doesn't, but we've got more important things to worry about. They should be able to handle them.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there 9 men missing?
Well, clearly they've not done a great job up to now, but I'm sure there'll be more men coming. What can we do? What can we do to defeat hundreds of kobolds? We can't just go wandering around in the snow. You're welcome to go out with the patrols in the days that we're still here and fight them if you want.
I think I'll do just that. I'm not afraid of any kobolds.
Grimes never returns.
Grimes, when you spend your time more usefully, if you can track down their main hiding hole, then I'm prepared to go and put an end to them for good. But killing a borrower of 15 is going to make no difference.
Are you implying that Mallory's patrols are useless?
No. But how much can 4 men do is what I'm saying.
Grimes has been getting into his rum rations. He's teetering a little bit and getting talking back.
This is kind of where I want to step in as a DM and be like, Ryan, don't go hunting the kobolds by yourself, because if you find them, they will kill you.
Yeah.
You do what you want to do, but like they're attacking in large packs of 30 to 60. You shouldn't go looking for them on your own.
No, I was trying to convince the party to fight kobolds, but
I'll fight kobolds.
If you can find the center point of their power, then I'm prepared to go, but I'm not going to just spend days out here.
No, I got nothing. I mean, I tag along with patrols while they're here.
You notice that the patrols range a lot closer to the fort than before. They don't go very far out anymore. The patrol that you did that followed those kobold prints is the furthest that you end up going out with any of the further patrols. They all stay less than a mile from the fort.
All right. Yeah, so I guess we wait for the boat.
All right. The boat does arrive on the 24th amid much fanfare and celebration, except for Amelie. When she hears that today's the day the boat arrives, that is the last you see of her. She's just gone.
Right.
No one knows where she is.
That's okay. I thought you were saying she went on the boat and was gone after.
No,
Okay.
The boat's arriving today. Someone's like, I see the ship, and then always just vanishes.
Right. Yeah. Smart girl. She knows what's up.
I'll write a letter to my wife and send it, but I'll have to do it in between sessions.
Sure.
I would like to speak with the boat captain.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we all need to speak.
Remind me her name. It was
I think it was Kaz, but I needed to double check.
That sounds right.
Resupply ship. No, Zaz, the female ship captain. Yes, of the Sea Skipper.
Yeah, I'd like to pull her aside at some point and ask her where she got that letter. Zaz, while I was away, a letter showed up for me. How might I ask did it wind up in your hands?
Someone brought a letter to me, said this goes to Fort Wick, and it's addressed to, well, they didn't really say, they just said it was mail. And then I passed it on to the captain of the fort. Really, I'm not involved in the minor who brought what letter to whom. That's far below my rank and pay station. Now, if you don't mind, I have real work to get to, rather than figuring out who you're corresponding with. And she brushes you off and goes about, actually moving supplies. She seems very ticked off that you brought up such a minor thing to her.
Mm-hmm.
I need to speak to her.
Pissed off in general? Who knows?
Yeah.
Seems like all of the NPCs in this campaign have been pretty pissed off.
I help unload things from the boat, even though it's not my job. Even though it's below my pay grade.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
I think the rest of the party is bugging Zaz as well.
William, you find Zaz. She's got a clipboard in one hand and marking things off with another as they get pulled off the ship. Mm-hmm. She sees you coming and gives a slight roll of her eyes. Yes.
Greetings, Zaz. We have some more goods to send back to the crown.
Oh, lovely.
And I will inventory.
Would you show me?
Yeah, so I inventory the miscellaneous goods that we found, right? That we don't know how much they're worth.
Yeah. She takes a look over all of them and nods and kind of does some quick math and does like a quick appraisal check, which is fucking spot on. And she says, "I understand the deal you have with the princess. I think I can. Well, I'll have to wait until I get back and get this stuff handed off to the proper authorities. But I think I can estimate another 25,000 copper to your requisition funds."
I have more, so I'll drag from somewhere the 10-foot chain, and then the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that 10-foot chain was already included in this.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, I give her the chain and the. Are we keeping the Yeti fur, Faris?
We can. There's more Yeti fur. We can always.
Yeah, I give her the half of a Yeti fur.
Okay.
And
so you
for
can
those of you
add
who are stubborn holdouts on the copper thing, that's 50 electrum.
And then out of my backpack, I'll pull out the plaque, and I show it to her and say, "This is of utmost importance. You must send it to hand it to Princess Sella herself, and tell her to find anyone who may understand the languages spoken in this continent before it froze, or anyone who's an expert in ancient languages. It's imperative that we find out as much as we can about this."
She nods. Takes the plaque, puts it in her personal quarters rather than with all the rest of the possessions.
I have one more request.
Yes?
There's a lighthouse to the south. If we followed the coastline, we could get there in, what, a day or two. Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah. It's about a day or two's travel south along the coast of Caledonia. There's a lighthouse there, and it's very, very important to our mission that we check it out. Now, I'm aware that your time is charged, so what would you charge to take us down there and perhaps wait, or come back in a couple of weeks, an agreed time? Perhaps you could take half of this chain in wealth or something along those lines.
Can I do my math right here? Hold on, I think I might have messed up. I might be off by a decimal place here.
They could come back in a month when they next. I mean, they normally come once every month anyways.
Yeah, a month's a long time, though.
I mean, we were gone for 2 months.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you could just come back this way the next time. Just give us a day or two before setting off. Like, would the ship have a cannon?
No, they don't have cannons.
Would they have any way to signal us? They could start a fire or something, right? Oh, they could light the lighthouse. What a great idea.
I think I did some math wrong here. No, I didn't. I didn't get any math wrong. Okay. So she says that it'll be where this requisition. It's a whole document for this stuff. It's hiding.
Let's see. It is order ferry or charter ship 50 plus GP per 1 week.
There we go.
So would that basically be 2 weeks then, essentially, in terms of detour?
But I don't think this is the charter ship, is it?
Right, so she will, Zaz offers to drop you off and on their way back up north, and then charter a ship for you that will come back and wait at that lighthouse until you are ready to be picked up and take off. She tells you that it'll be 5,000 copper a week that you want for this.
Okay.
So minimum 5,000, right? So 5,000 copper to bring you there, and then for every additional week that you want a boat sitting around and waiting, then it's another 5,000 copper.
Yeah. So I tell her not to send it for 3 weeks, and then send it after 3 weeks.
So send it when she comes back.
All right. So let's put some notes on a calendar here. You guys are going to be leaving on the 25th of September. And you want the boat to be arriving 3 weeks later? 1, 2, 3. That'll be the 16th of October.
I think we want it to arrive 1 month later. I think we want it to arrive 1 month later. and she just sends the charter ship at the same time she's leaving to come back.
Could we get a deal if she just drops us off on her way back and picks us up?
She's not going to want to wait. I think the charter ship, it's better because it will just wait for us.
Right.
Yeah.
She will.
So why don't we do it? Why don't we do it where it's she drops us off, and that's gonna be 5,000 copper, right? Or it'd probably be less because it's not a full week, right?
They charge by the week, just for ease of everything.
Okay, and then
and then a month later it turns
she
up.
just sends the charter ship when she comes back, and that's gonna be 1 full month.
Okay.
So it should arrive around the same time, right? And then it'll be about a month later.
So let's get these dates down specifically. The charter ship will show up on the 24th and stay for 1 week. After which, if you're
stay for longer than 1 week. Stay up to like I don't know 3 weeks.
All right, but you're gonna have to pay up front for this stuff because if you don't show up, they still want to get paid.
Right. So if we pay up front, but it only takes 1 week, would they basically refund us the extra cash? So basically, we could invest 3 weeks of waiting around, and then if we only take 1 week, we get 2 weeks back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Is everyone all right with that?
Sure. Yeah.
Greg, Ryan.
It's a democracy, Captain.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so we're giving up 20,000 copper now, but we'll potentially get 15,000, 10,000 back.
Right. And you were, all things totaled, you were added to your supplies.
25,000.
Plus the Yeti. Fair.
25,250 copper.
Yeah. Got 5,250 extra to add to the add to the list. How many do we have left from last time?
85.
85 copper. Wow. That's crazy, man. You did a good job with that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
So how much are we adding to it?
5,335. We've got 5,335 total now.
5,335 left over after the travel stuff.
Yes, and we might get another 10,000 back, depending on how long we take.
Right, but we don't have that yet, so I have it here.
No.
Yeah.
But there's nothing immediate that we need to buy, is there, Greg?
Not off the top of my head. I would like to get some spell components, but whatever.
That's what I was gonna say. Can
you afford that?
I don't know. I would have to.
Do we want to just like say that we order some stuff and do that between sessions? And
like I will need to spend a half hour going through the stuff.
Yeah. Sure. So you can retroactively order them as long as it's like before the next session.
Yeah, you've got permission to spend that full amount that we've got left on spell components, I think.
Okay.
What session is this?
This is 9.
10.
Thank you. From session 9. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Let's take 100 days of rations.
Yeah, if we can drop them off at the lighthouse.
Yeah, exactly. Like we can we can all carry them off. We'll move slow, but then we'll take it right to the White House or the lighthouse.
Okay.
And that's a good
100
idea.
days of rations.
Yeah.
The fort will gladly give it over.
Okay.
Okay.
I do believe it is very likely Lighthouse will be shelter for unwanted creatures.
Yeah,
every place that was remotely sheltered from cold, we've found nasty things.
I don't deny it.
The Lighthouse will be immediately safe for depositing of food.
Not immediately, but
we'll have to do a bit of killing first. Well, that's fine.
Exactly.
All right, let's butcher unknown enemies and use store food.
We'll butcher on.
What could possibly go wrong?
We kill them and then we butcher them, Yaramir.
All right.
One step at a time.
The steel pitchfork, Neal, did you include that?
Yes, I did. Yes,
okay, I'm taking that off my character sheet. Has everyone got a whistle? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, let's go.
I think there's one more thing we would need to do before we go. Yaramir wanted to do something with an eye for a day.
Yes. So I'm setting up a very similar ritual. I find some silver, I find some salt, I consume that. Before I do this, though, I find something a little more permanent. I either requisition a pen, or I ask for a requisition form, I just don't give the pen back. As I set up this ritual, I draw out the detect magic to kind of hone in. And this time, instead of creating a new symbol on the eye, which seemed to heal over and go away after a brief period of time, I really focus on like these broken connections, and I try to, in permanent ink, very slowly pen back in the connections as if I was repairing them in rune form on the eye. And I don't know how painstakingly long this takes. Like, I might just go into a trance for like 8 hours and like just slowly pen these in. But I'm essentially attempting to create runes that would match these broken tethers to the arcane.
So are these new runes or the same runes that you were using before?
No, these would be different, right? I initially carved in the rune on my forehead of an eye wreathed in flame.
Right.
And it seemed to take, but then it was immediately healed over. And so I'm attempting to use something a little bit more permanent. This time I'm inking. I'm essentially tattooing the eyeball with ink. And it's instead of using a new rune or a different rune, I'm attempting to match the tethers to the arcane that have been severed on this creature's death.
Okay. You do tattoo the eye. You get it in here, but there seems to be no magical effect with this. Maybe it's because it's been like 2 weeks since the creature's been killed, and whatever residual power is gone. Maybe it's the whatever you pickled it in. Maybe all the power was used up with that last thing that you carved into it. But you get like a like there's no visual effects, and you also don't really feel any channeling of power. It's very just flat.
Okay. Oh, that is disappointing, but I find just like a shelf in the room somewhere, or like maybe I just hide it under a bunk bed, and I keep the pickled eyeball. Maybe I change out the liquid, and hope that it's preserved enough that even if it's not like freezing cold, it'll stick around. But I'm gonna keep that in the fort in case I want it eventually.
Sure. Okay, you guys take your ship and hop on your ship.
On the way, we have a full week, and it's not going to take a full week to get down there, right?
No, it'll take a day or two.
Okay, so I want to stop at Nash Cave on the way and like take a rowboat into shore or something, and I want to get that polar bear pelt because we skinned the whole thing before we left.
Sure.
And, if there's any leftover
do
meat,
that?
We have the thing for a week.
You hired her for a week, so
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm getting my money's worth. So if there's any meat left over to take that hasn't been like eaten by scavengers, we'll take that with us. That we have a little bit extra in terms of rations, but mostly I want the polar bear pelt.
How much is that? That should be worth quite a lot, right?
It's a full pelt. Like,
yeah.
I almost think we should if that actually does provide either stealth bonuses in the snow or extra warmth, I think we should get that made into something for us.
Well, we need to know right now whether or not you're putting it on the boat and sending it back for cash, or whether you're using it for yourself.
Can we ask her to turn it into cloaks for us?
Could we send it back and have it used as materials?
Like, send it back with cash to be
made into materials?
Yes, you can send it back with cash to be made into materials.
We haven't got any cash, so we can't do that.
We have 5,335 copper.
Yeah, but you're spending that on spell components, right?
I don't know yet.
Let's keep it for now. We can send it back when they come back, because we're probably not going to burn. We'll have some extra money that we make back.
So by keep it now, you mean leave it at the lighthouse?
Yes, with all of our rations.
Okay, we'll leave it at the lighthouse.
So you can pick up the bear pelt,
bring it back
and then
to
you
the
keep
ship.
on heading down. Are you going to stop off at the Yeti cave? No, you brought everything from the cave, right?
No, there are more furs, but do we really want to bother with the Yeti furs?
It wouldn't seem to be worth that much.
No, I think the polar bear hide is worth more.
If we took all the treasure, then that's what we need. I thought we might.
We left the.
treasure there.
Did we bring the bronze scale with us?
Yeah, no.
No,
it wasn't worth that much. Yeah,
it was too heavy.
We can stop. We do have it paid, so we can do it if you want.
It's just the scale.
I don't know that we actually can get it down without rigging up something special.
Well, you have a lot of rope now.
Look, we can do it on the way back.
We
could do it on the way back as well, because we do have that ship for a week as well.
And Neal, could we have taken the thick rope from the fort with us as well? We'll just leave that at the lighthouse, so if we need it, we can always go back and get it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess you haven't set off yet. You want to requisition some thick rope?
No, it's ours.
Oh, you're 20 feet of thick rope? 22?
Well, I have 500 feet of thick rope, Bob.
500 feet, yeah. So I'd say we take like 200 feet on the boat.
You want 200 feet of...
He has 100 feet, not 500.
you not think, like, in case we have to climb across another gap again, like, it'd be really helpful, right? Like,
I mean, yeah, if you want to take 200 feet of thick rope with you, that's a lot, and it's heavy.
Yeah, and thick rope is big, right? Climbing rope is thin rope, usually.
I've been climbing with a thick rope.
Yeah, no, you only have thick rope and silk.
I mean, now we've got silk.
I'm thinking about what Ryan said of, like, using it to set up, like, permanent paths across, like, treacherous areas.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an ass load of rope. That's all I'm saying.
We're already carrying a massive polar bear thing. Like, let's just...
Can leave it at the lighthouse, whatever.
Fine, 100 feet then. Fine.
Okay, 100 feet of thick rope. It's yours.
Yep.
Okay. And then you guys set sail.
Yep.
I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does the thick rope weigh 24 per 50 feet?
Let's go to the economics page.
Sorry,
Yes, that is
I've actually
correct.
got it open.
Yes, it's 24 pounds per 50 feet. So it's 48 pounds for 100 feet.
Yeah, and the rations are 2 pounds a day?
2 pounds a day.
So we've got 200 pounds of rations.
You know, I mean, I can't carry all of this, but we're gonna leave it.
But I mean, we're planning to like move it a very small. I imagine we have multiple people pulling the sled to the lighthouse at an extremely slow rate, and then we're gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yarmir's 6 strength really helps pulling that sled. Like, so helpful.
Yeah, we couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah.
So do we see anything on the sail down as we pass the mountain ridge? Or do we get attacked by monsters in the sea?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Do we shipwreck and wind up on an abandoned island with a bunch of
With
hobgoblins?
hobgoblins.
Hobgoblin Island, yeah.
No. None of these things happen.
Okay, good.
And the party sails all the way down. Oh, let's not use Big Yaramir. Big Willie. Let's use Little William.
Sorry, I moved him.
Oh, I'll take my token off.
Yeah, we don't.
Let's use Little William.
So you guys eventually arrive at this lighthouse.
So, I was just like, as Yaramir is requisitioning his spell components that remain to be requisitioned from Zaz, Grimes will request, if there's any money left over, perhaps you could requisition a little extra rum for us. Stuff appears to be liquid gold down here.
I will keep this in mind, yes. Perhaps we shall buy some rum for ourselves. Do you wish for something a little more potent than rum?
Does it get more potent than rum?
Yes, rum is made of sugar and only like 60 to 80% alcohol.
Am I overhearing this
35
conversation?
to 40% alcohol. Right?
Sure, I made that number up off the
Did we
top.
even start making spirits?
I don't
60
have-
to 80 proof.
Do we even have spirits at this point in time?
What does that mean, 60 to 80 proof? No one says that in England.
Yeah, it's 2 proof is 1%. So
Why?
I don't know.
It has to do... No, never mind. I'm going to say something that's
History.
probably wrong. I think it has something to do with the flammability of it. Like, if you mix it with a certain amount of gunpowder and the gunpowder still lights, there's some sort of like, ratio between alcohol and lighting gunpowder, but that also might be like an old wives' tale.
So if I overhear...
before we do this,
The term was originally used in the United Kingdom.
But before we drop off at this White House, or God, I keep saying White House, Lighthouse. I also want to stop. Maybe when we do Nash Cave, that's in a forest, right? It's close enough. Around the same time, I want to chop down some wood so we have firewood because we don't have any. I don't believe.
Oh, good point. There's no trees here.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
You can take some supplies from the camp, from the fort, if you want.
So how many hours of firewood do you want to take? 60?
At bare minimum, yeah, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go for
It's
that.
another 60 pounds of firewood with you as well.
Honestly, we
Yes.
might not even be using the lighthouse.
So
as a
at
base
some
now that I
point,
think about
somebody
it.
should make a document for the supply cache that's being left at the lighthouse.
I am keeping track.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That should be like a separate document that everyone can access. So they're
Okay. I will do it in the... can you give
Honestly,
me...
if we're
right
dropping
at
off
the-
right at the lighthouse, do you want to go up to 100 hours for the firewood?
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Greg, can you give me control, like, right ability to the party requisition of funds, and I'll put it in there.
I don't really want it in there, but I suppose I can do that. How do I do writing access?
You don't have to if it means a lot to you.
No, how do I do it? I don't know.
I think you better click share and then.
I can create. I'll just create a new document that's lighthouse supplies.
If I overhear the conversation between Grimes and Yaramir trying to convince Grimes into buying like absinthe or something, because I imagine Yaramir.
I asked for rum, and he's like, "You like
want
rum?
Everclear instead? Yeah.
You'll love this."
I enter a person's address. Do I need your email address?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
No, but Neal's doing it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I got it.
So what are we doing?
Okay.
Are we gonna do like an extra hour? Should we go to break? Are we?
No, we're just gonna wrap up pretty quickly here. So we'll just power through this. Yeah. Cool. So your ship eventually arrives at this lighthouse over here. You can't immediately get off the ship at the lighthouse. You have to haul all of your stuff into a little rowboat, which is going to take a couple of trips back and forth from the main ship to the lighthouse to get there. And there's a beach with an easy access point to like climb up a slope rather than a sharp cliff, maybe a quarter mile down the coast from the lighthouse. That's where the boats drop you off at during high tide. And then it's just a matter of hauling all of your shit onto this sled, hauling it up the hill, and to the lighthouse, which can be done.
Between all of us, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we do that. How does it look, Neal? Does it look like well maintained, or is it like?
No, it's clearly old and decrepit and falling apart.
Is there a roof though? Like, does it actually look like it would give shelter?
It is a 30-foot tall building.
Wow.
Let me finish sending this.
Yeah. All right.
This thing. There's too many tasks. I think I have your. I just have to look up Nick's email address and then I can move on with this.
I'll send it to you if you want.
There we go.
You got it.
Yeah, I found it.
It's just
yeah.
Cool, sexy guy at gmail.com.
All right, you should get a link or something in your email letting you know where this is.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. So you arrive at this lighthouse. It is 30 feet tall. Its roof is not very intact, but there's a nice walkway around the top. The staircase that goes up on the inside is dirty and damaged. Looks kind of rickety. You might still be able to climb it. You might not. You're not really sure. And there's a trap door in the main downstairs area too, but none of these are the most interesting things that you find in this lighthouse. The most interesting things are the 3 plaques at the base of the lighthouse, kind of facing inland a little bit, right near to the door to the lighthouse. One plaque is written in an indecipherable language. One plaque is written in a language that looks very similar to Common that Yaramir can totally read, because Yaramir speaks Old Common. And the third is not so much a series of writings, but a mosaic that looks like...
Oh, I can read that.
That looks like this.
I can read pictures.
Yes,
France, or I mean Spain.
The golden bronzish part is actually bronze. The blue is blue mosaic tile, and the gray is gray mosaic tile.
That looks like there's a city over there or something.
Yeah, a village and 2 other things.
Apparently, the people that lived here were Greek.
Why do you say that?
Because they have a Greek letter.
The Omega.
Yeah.
It is crazy how in Greece they still use those letters.
It's crazy how we still use the Roman letters, isn't it? That's like fucking thousands of years old, man.
No, but I mean, like, they're in Europe. Like, everyone uses the same letters. Like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Sorry. Greeks.
Yeah, assimilate to the culture, Greece.
What has Greece ever done? Do you know what I mean?
Be one with European culture, man.
So you're saying we've been into the lighthouse and there's nothing?
No, this is at the base of the lighthouse.
This is like the base lighthouse. You're looking inside. You see that trapdoor. You see the staircase, and then like Yalrima's like, "Hey,
Are there
over
like
here."
3 stone slabs?
So what? Can anyone read these other 2?
No, they're 3 bronze plaques. Like each one's set into the base of the lighthouse at a slight angle, so they're easily readable. Yeah.
Can anyone read these other two? Does the one that looks completely unfamiliar look like the same letters as on the other plaque?
Yep.
Okay, so this is their language. This is obviously pointing out that there's some sort of town right over the other side of the mountains from where we were before.
That's good because that heads toward trees, and we do
Let's
want
put a
lots of
little
firewood.
Let's put a little circle here.
I mean, we can always open that plaque. We've got it as a handout.
Yeah. I am assuming one of you is making a rough drawing of this plaque so that I can leave it as a handout for all of you.
Does this mosaic look like the land around us? Is that what it's supposed to be?
Yes.
I can't really tell.
Yeah.
I think
really?
the point. Really, I think the two. Oh, maybe it's a little. Maybe there's a.
It's definitely the
Yeah,
land.
it is. It is.
So yeah, Grimes can't read, so he's not as intrigued by these plaques as the rest of the party. So I'll set to looking at the lighthouse.
Sure.
Yaromir, can you read those other ones?
Yes, this one here is in Old Common, subvert of Common. It says something. God has yet to tell me what it says.
I sent it to you. I already PM'd it to you in Discord.
It says, this lighthouse was built as a joint venture between great kingdoms of Drakis and Caldonia after sinking of Salty Maiden. Waters around this peninsula are most treacherous in all of Caldonia, and far too many ships have been smashed on hidden rocks. Let Salty Maiden and her 150 souls be the last lost in these waters. Long live Queen of Drakis. Long live King of Caldonia.
Well, we didn't sink, so...
Wow. You'd think there'd be some sort of record in Drakis about this. It's amazing.
It was lost in the breaking of the world.
Yeah.
Also the year 1509, 1500, yeah. So it's been, you know.
Oh, I know.
Record keeping. Paper.
Is there paper and
What, you mean they didn't prioritize the building of this lighthouse in the annals of history, Neal?
It might just be lost in a library somewhere.
So, Grimes, you think you can get in there?
I'm already. My head's in. Is there a front door on the lighthouse, or is
The door, yeah, there's a spot where a door used to be. The door's gone, but the
I think you look
lighthouse
up and
is touched.
Grimes is already peering his head inside the lighthouse and looking up. Is there anything? And does it appear to be occupied?
No, definitely not. It's old. It's dilapidated. The staircase looks a little treacherous. You would be careful climbing it. The trap door is still somehow intact. No, this bottom is just like kind of a supply area with a trap door in it. There's like rotted, destroyed things that you can't even, like, there's some sort of fibrous material that used to be here. God knows what it is now.
So
there's a bunch of animal droppings all over the spot, and then the staircase that goes up around the outside.
Yeah. Are there? Oh, it's the staircase is on the outside.
It's on the
inside is just hollow.
It's the inside of the lighthouse, but the like outer wall. You know, like it's against the wall, not the center.
Grimes, do you think you could set up like a? Is there a window at the top of the lighthouse?
Neal, there's a little like glass chamber at the top, isn't there, where you can like set a signal fire?
He said there was no roof, so I imagine that part's gone.
No, there is a roof.
There is a roof.
There is a somewhat of a roof. Yes.
I'd like to get our supplies up to the top floor if we can. So I was thinking maybe like a winch, you know, like hang a rope out and I'll pull it. I'll start pulling stuff up.
Unfortunately, my winch doesn't work, but
perhaps trapdoor would lead to basement. Basement might be better place to store.
Maybe. I can't see anything wrong with exploring the basement. What could possibly go wrong with that?
It's the kind of thing that I agree with you with, but I feel like we might want to wait until this next delineation.
Like, okay, there's no way putting our stuff in the elements is a good idea, right? So leaving it at the top, if it has a roof or not, Neal has clearly said it's compromised. Like, that's just a bad idea, right?
Yeah, if it's compromised, you're right. I didn't realize it was. But
there's nothing up the stairs, though, is there, Neal?
You'll have to go up the stairs to find out.
I mean, Grimes is exploring.
I think trapdoor was first, so I opened the trapdoor.
Well, it's pitch black down there.
Faris is gonna peek down, yeah.
You got your weird little
You see these huge rats that are the size of very large cats that begin to scurry the moment you open the trap door.
Yeah, and Ferris, like, his foot goes onto, like, the trap door and just presses it down as soon as he sees these rats.
Mm-hmm. What was it?
Rats. Very big rats. Like,
how big?
How big are we talking here? Like 3
size
feet
of a large cat. Like a large house cat, not like a lion.
Okay.
Smaller than the bear, right?
2 feet, maybe? 2 feet?
Well,
there were a bunch of them, though. Like a lot of rats. Big rats.
Is there any level 1 adventurers around here? I mean, this seems like well, if it's got rats down there, maybe it's not safe for our supplies.
It might be best to keep them up here.
Maybe it's best to try and take them to the roof.
All right. I'll climb.
Okay, you go up the staircase.
I don't climb the staircase. I climb the wall.
The wall is dilapidated enough that you can climb it. Go ahead and make me a climbing check.
Yeah, we're fine.
Oh yeah, totally. God, did you really roll a 41? Do you have a 23 on your climbing check?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking broken. All right, Grimes scales the walls without any problem. You get to the top. It's empty up there. There's definitely like a big mirror system that you would have for a lighthouse to work. It's just that there's no fire in there.
So we could light a fire and it would work. Is this like there's a roof and then there's another thing on top of it, or?
So there's the roof of the building, and then there's the room at the top where the big set of mirrors is that amplifies the light that creates.
So there's like a stone roof or something that I can stand on, and you walk into like a little room on the top.
Yeah, there's a floor up there. There's an actual floor. There's the downstairs, and then 30 feet up is the upstairs, and then there's a roof.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The roof is worn, and the mirrors that work on the lighthouse are badly damaged by weather.
Damaged or just like dirty?
They're dirty, mostly, but there are some obvious cracks where things have hit it. Maybe some hail came and hit the mirror. The top part of it is pretty badly damaged. The bottom part is more or less intact. It's got some ice all over it. You figure it would probably sort of work as a lighthouse. It'd be sort of operational.
I shout down. There's some mirrors up here. Look a little cracked, but might work.
Well, we'll need a fire anyway. We might as well light it up here.
Could we get our stuff up here? Like,
You can get your stuff up here. That's not too much of a problem. It'll just take a little bit of time and muscle. The roof is slightly damaged.
Is the roof not stone? It's wood?
It is...
Or like this...
wood and stone. It's a little bit of combination. To be honest, it doesn't look irreparable. If you had some tools, you could probably fix the roof enough that you would feel comfortable leaving your supplies here.
All right.
You want to spend a day or two fixing it up?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. Fix the lighthouse right. Let's restore a semblance of civilization to this land.
Yes.
He didn't say fix the lighthouse. He said fix the roof. Different things.
Well, I mean, we can clean the mirror
Step one
as well.
of fixing the lighthouse, Rick. We're just breaking.
Yeah.
I think William's keen on the idea of restoring this thing. You know, it's ordained by the Kingdom of Drakus, so it's almost kind of our responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my hammer thing, little hatchet, some pittons,
There's
although
basically built a house at one point, so I guess I can help with that.
Yeah. So I think we'll spend a day or two cleaning this up, fixing the roof, and at some point venture into the basement and try and kill the rats and anything else that's down there.
Yeah, the rats are pretty cowardly. They scurry away when you arrive, but their exits are not that numerous, and the rats are quite large. So we don't really have to... I mean, how badly do you want to murder the rats?
No, I don't. I just want to stop them getting
We should totally murder the rats.
I mean, yeah.
If Yarmir wants to do it, then yeah, Ferris will go in and kill the rats.
Like, I feel like there's no reason to do that.
Can you set them aflame as you did with those kobolds?
Like, a place that's safe. And we should find where they're coming from and board that shit up, right?
Yeah.
Can you set them aflame as you did with those kobolds?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I think if Yarmir gets in there with a good burning hands, he can pretty much obliterate most of the rats. I don't think we need to make a whole combat out of it.
Okay.
And then we'll like board up whatever. We'll like find...
So basically, I guess when they're boarding up the roof, I just memorize like triple burning hands and just burn the shit out of them.
Yeah. You incinerate the whole of the rats down there, and then you can shove firewood in like their little escape holes and block it off.
Nice.
It takes a day for you guys to patch up the lighthouse and clear it out of all the things. The ship has since sailed off and left. And the very next day, after patching everything up, the blizzard hits. And I think this is a great spot for us to take a break and come back next week.
What's in the rat hole? What was in the basement?
Nothing
Just a
of
basement.
interest. Yeah, well, a lot of rat droppings and like, rat fur and stuff and some animal carcasses.
But just a single chamber.
Yeah.
With rat holes.
Dungeon.
It's a supply
Place
chamber.
to survive a blizzard.
It doesn't connect to the catacombs?
It does not, but it has nice stone walls around it to keep everything nice and safe and intact.
Okay.
Not next week, Neal. Next week is Fatal 1.
That's right. Next week is hopefully the Fatal, our premiere of Fatal 1. And you're out of town next week, so we will be back the week after next, I believe.
Yeah, sure.
Sounds right.
Not the 1st, but the 8th of October will be our next session.
Yep.
All right. Let's do some experience here. We gave you experience for the lighthouse last time, right? For discovering a new land. There was some experience for that. Let's do a little bit more.
Yeah, you said there was experience.
You said there'd be more for like
seeing
reaching it.
Yeah. So let's give you...
Because we found those plaques and stuff.
Some more experience for that. You did bring back a nice treasure haul. I don't remember the formula for that. Was it like 1 XP for every 100 copper you bring back? That sounds about right.
Yeah, I saw that last minute transition to copper.
Where it is. You brought back 100,000 copper. So that's an extra 1,000 experience for that.
Bought a polar
wasn't
bear.
it 250,000 copper?
No.
Is the deal we get
20,
10% or 25%?
25%.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You did fight a polar bear. Polar bears are big and nasty and brutish animals. What is their base experience here?
I think it's 50.
I think it's like 1,400. But
very
my
low,
polar bear is a little bit different. So let's do
1,800.
And then we've got some role-playing experience here. And then we divide it between a bunch of people. And I believe everyone's going to take home 750 experience for this week.
I level.
Nice.
How much was it? 700 and...
750 exactly.
All right, so plus 750. All right, 8312.
889375.
Make sure you get your 10%.
Yep.
It's 16,000 for level 5, right?
Maybe.
I think so.
I don't know.
I'm asking Nick because I know
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
You're a ranger or a fighter, Ferris?
Fighter.
Okay.
And I'll go and roll for HP here.
See it? Oh!
It's fine. William rolled bad too.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Well, it's at least another +1 to hit.
Yep. And is there anything else for level 4?
No, saves are at level 5.
Okay. So I go +1 to hit with everything.
Okay. Congratulations, team. You have survived. You have found civilization, and you have found potential signs of more civilization as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's good. I was worried once we actually got to the lighthouse that there was no forest nearby for us to cut down more wood. But it looks like it's going to be sending us into the forest again, so...
Well, do you guys have any last-minute things you'd like to say before we close out for the night?
I'm good.
Yep.
No, wish me luck in Myanmar. Right, there's not a military coup while I'm there.
Yes, good luck.
Thanks.
Survive Myanmar.
Yeah, don't die.
Don't sow dissent among the natives.
I won't.
Resist your colonial impulses.
I say, man, this place has really gone to shit since the British left.
I swear, someone from Myanmar is watching this right now. You're going to be shot on sight.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Unless Grimes had something he was about to say.
I was going to ask about Fatal 1 next week.
Oh, well, Fatal 1 is next week.
Have you picked a group?
No, we haven't picked a group yet. There are still openings for groups to apply because we'll do like we're going to plan out the next few sessions of Fatal 1 to start. So if you would like to run it with your team, check out the Reddit post, reddit.com/r/Koibu. Post at the top. Fatal 1. We'll see you then.
Yeah.
Can we do a run one time, Neal?
Yes, you may.
I think that's our plan.
Do you want to go right away? So I was planning to wait a few weeks and give other people a chance to
whatever.
But if you want to do, you're taking it a few in advance. I don't want to be like the first group to go. But if you're doing it a few sessions in advance,
we can't be the first group because Nick's away.
Oh yeah.
Well, we need to apply just like everyone else, I guess.
To be honest, everyone has had the "I don't want to be the first group" mentality.
I would happily scout.
I don't really mind being first. I just want to give other people a chance to play.
Our fearless leader is unavailable, so I guess we'll have to wait.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter whether I go first or third. I'm gonna die. I'm bad at 5th edition.
I mean, that's true. It's 5th, isn't it?
Yes. We'll find Corny and bring him in, and he can take Nick's place.
Awesome.
All right. See you guys in a few weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.